Oh man, where do I even begin, bro? Welcome. This is how I got spanked, bro. Literally, I got spanked and spat on today. Today was just honestly a troubling day to read, and due to that, I ended up not following one of my rules, and led me to get spat on. But other than that, let's get on into it. So, hold on. All right, yeah. All right, so coming on to today. Let's start with my daily bias because this was just disgusting. Okay, excuse me. Okay, coming into today, my daily bias was bearish due to the fact that we came in and was respecting all bearish order flow within the previous sessions. We came into this gap and we ended up respecting it, pulling down more. And I thought, okay, we were trading from high time frame internal liquidity, and I thought we were going to come to external liquidity, which would have been these Tuesday lows. This would have been an external draw. Market gets open and not market open, pre-market open and market just dumped. And with that being said, I was thinking, okay, maybe we would want to take out this external draw on liquidity, which was weekly lows. Well, no, weekly lows would have been. Oh no, yeah, these were weekly lows actually. Yeah, this would have been weekly lows. Took out weekly lows, and then from there we could have rallied, and then you know went up higher. That was my game plan originally. Yeah, this one hurts, but we'll talk about this later. That was originally my game plan for it all. Excuse me. I wanted price to come in and take out Tuesday low, external draw, and then from them we could just rally on higher. But um, instead we took out Wednesday's draw, and we ended up rallying up higher. Um, I wasn't even counting this a part of the plan. Honestly, oh, I just thought this whole area right here just looked like free liquidity for uh areas to grab, and then we could just rally on. Coming into today, we had this 15-minute imbalance, which was honestly part of my daily bias. I wanted to see price come in here and then flip to the downside as well if we were gonna take out this external draw, which I do still think we could take out this external draw. Like I genuinely have conviction for taking out this draw. Like I don't know. It's just something about like I genuinely do think we could take it out. Like the fact that we've made like relatively equal lows on all of this, I genuinely do think we could take it out sometime today. If not, then hey man, it's all good. Part of the game. We ended up making this huge imbalance, which was part of my daily bias, and this is where things ended up getting a bit tricky. Um, let's start on Nasdaq first. So we ended up making this 15-minute imbalance. We ended up inversing it, welcoming bullish structure. So from here, I ended up on this candle. We ended up inversing this fair not fair value, yeah, fair value gap, and as well on ES we ended up inversing this as well. And I was like, okay, we're now gonna welcome in bullish order flow, maybe to potentially come into this order block and then take everything out and then rally on down, capitulate to the downside. So from there, I was honestly wanted to scale down to the 5 minute and just see what was popping here. Price action today was genuinely so bad. Like I have like it was just like this was a valid day to complain. Although it was definitely my fault for not following my rules. Today was a bit tricky to read. Firstly, excuse me. We had this what we call it? We had this SMT right here form, which is why price on rallied on higher, and then from there we created a 5 minute SMT, which is the reason why I took my first trade. We ended up creating a 5 minute SMT. Okay, so we ended up creating a 5 minute SMT, and Nasdaq being the lagging indicator, ES was already all the way down here by the time we created this 5 minute SMT. So I was like, okay, I'll be willing to scale down to the 1 minute. This is where I messed up on my first trade because I would usually wait for a 5 minute PD array, and then I would go to the 3 minute. That's something I'm trying to start out new. Go to the 3 minute, see if we are respecting bearish order flow while respecting the 5 minute PD array. Look on the 1 minute for executions, and then execute from the 1 minute for more precise. But that is low-key where I messed up on. So as soon as I saw this, as soon as I saw this SMT get made, I instantly scaled down to the 1 minute. After I wanted price to break structure, and we ended up breaking structure as well. 10 minutes later, so as soon as we broke structure, ended up scaling down to the 1 minute, looking for any continuation as well. We ended up making this for rally gap. We ended up respecting bearish order flow to my extent at least, and so I literally entered on the candle closure from the for rally gap. Um, yeah. So I literally entered, and my stop was kind of like misplaced here. It was literally, it was not really, it was a bad stop to be honest. I would have got stopped out either way, but it was a bad stop. Um, excuse me. Price literally, I wanted my stop to be like right here, but the risk to reward ratio was gonna be bad. If I put it at the zero, it's gonna be a 1 to 4.3. By the way, I still would have got stopped out. I instantly went to drawdown. I got stopped out literally like a few seconds, well, a few minutes later, and that was like the end of my first trade. Um, I did a whole bunch of things wrong here. Yeah, we got the SMT. Yeah, we got the market structure shift, but however, we did not get any 5 minute PDA race forming. We just got, if you look at the 15 minute, we just got bear consolidation. This is just bear, like bear consolidation. Like, what are we doing on the 15 minute? We have doji candles back to doji candles, not knowing what we want to do. 5 minutes even worse, honestly. Looking at it now with nothing, like we were just having just straight up doji candles. Yes, I'm in a robe, by the way. I'm very comfy. No, I'm not tired. It's just very comfortable. Um, and yeah, that's how I lost my first trade. And from that being unsaid, we ended up creating a high time frame SMT, bullish SMT. I'm not gonna mark it out. We ended up creating a high time frame SMT, which is why price on rallied, which led to my second trade. I was like, okay, we're gonna let me double back. We're gonna get a good trade, and we're gonna excuse me, we're gonna not make back for not my mind wasn't setting on making back for my loss. My price was just, I mean, my I just wanted to get my buys correct because price was just everywhere. So I took a 30-second break from the chart. I was like, okay, let me reassess everything, reassess all the data that I have given to me, and what are we doing? What did we do? We ended up creating a 5 minute SMT, bullish SMT. We also created a high time from SMT on the hourly as well, which has led to this whole actually not hourly. I think it was a 15 minute SMT. Um, yeah, we ended up creating a 15 minute SMT, which led to this whole higher up movement and a 5 minute SMT. You can count it as either ways. And from there, I was like, okay, we have a bullish SMT. Let's see if we can break structure and then welcome in bullish order flow. And again, I messed up. This was totally on me. As soon as price created, made this 5 minute SMT. From there, I wanted to right here. As soon as price made this 5 minute SMT, from there, I wanted to be like, okay, Nasdaq. I mean, ES is now the lagging indicator. Let's see what we got. Let's wait for a market. Let's wait for a whole break of 5 minute structure. And I messed up on my next because I would usually wait for a 5 minute PD array, and like I just said, I did not wait, and I ended up getting like literally like like graped in the process. So price made that 5 minute SMT. We ended up rallying higher from there. What did we do? We ended up. By the way, my ad, no liquidity was swept coming into today. Besides just lending session lows, but besides that, we just kept on going downwards. Capitulating to the downside. But with that being said, and then make this 5 minute SMT. We rallied on high. We ended up breaking 5 minute structure, and I was like, okay, I would be comfortable entering into the 3 minute and seeing what we got here. Into the 3 minute, we had a 3 minute PDA rate, which was this 3 minute imbalance as well. We ended up respecting that as well, and I was like, okay. Mistake number one, I scaled down to the 3 minute instead of waiting for a 5 minute PDA array. I entered off the beginning of this imbalance right here when I should have waited for the imbalance to be complete, which would have been the retrace, and it would have been the completed PDA rate price to retrace on into it. Then I would have been able to scale down to the 3 minute, see if I could get like a 3 minute CIZ, 3 minute break structure, and then look on the 1 minute to execute, which was totally on me. And I literally just scaled down to the 1 minute just based off the SMT and the 5 minute market structure shift. Again, totally my fault. I know what I did wrong. I shouldn't have done this, but I got too caught up, and I was trying to be patient, but I got too caught up in just trying to take a trade. This was definitely a bit emotion, a bit of emotions because I was not FOMO. I was just like feeling very rushed, and when I should have just felt calm and zen at the moment. But we respected bullish order flow. We ended up retracing back into the 79% line. Ended up retracing to this 1 minute imbalance as well. From there, I entered off the bullish confirmation candle. My entry was literally so bad. My entry was like right here, I think. My entry was like right here. Yeah, this was my entry. And my stop was honestly originally I wanted it to be excuse me. Oh, price also kept on retesting this 5 minute inverse rally gap, which I don't know why when there's no liquidity here. But hey man, support and resistance traders, you guys ate today. But my original plan, which was honestly my fault, I shouldn't have put my take profit. I shouldn't have put my stop loss underneath this, well, like right on the 5 minute market structure shift and right on the gap. Although I still would have gotten stopped out, it would have been better to like put it like underneath at least, and then just keep trailing my stops. Excuse me. But this was my original game plan. I put it right here at the beginning of this um fair value gap. I also wanted price to come in and tap into this 1 minute gap. This was a 1 minute, 3 minute, and 5 minute. I wanted price to come and tap into that. We ended up tapping into equilibrium, getting a close out of that. And after we hit equilibrium, I literally got wicked out. Literally just stop rated. And wow. Safe to say, price was just retracing on into the 5 minute gap, which was right here into this area. And then from there, we saw capitulation onto the upside. And not capitulation onto the upside, but excuse me, bullish order flow to the upside, and that was honestly my fault for even wanting to scale down to the 1 minute before I even looked at the 5 minute and 3 minute. And yeah, I got wicked out. Price ended up coming into this 15 minute gap. This was my main draw on liquidity because I knew price was gonna, like, price was just teasing not to push in here because Nasdaq was already in here because, like I said, Nasdaq is the leading indicator. ES was the lagging indicator. And what I wanted from Nasdaq personally, I mean not Nasdaq, what I wanted from ES personally, coming into this gap, and I wanted price to retrace into the 50% of this 5 minute gap, beginning of this 5 minute gap, and then top of this 15 minute gap for a total take profit of 3 take profits, and I would have trailed my stop losses as we went along the way. But however, I got stopped out, and then later on, price literally just came up into the order block. I mean, not order block, imbalance. Hit my take profit 1, hit my take profit 2. Didn't hit my take profit 3, so I would have got stopped out at break even. But overall, I would have won the trade if I had just stuck to my rules. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Today, stubbornness did get the best of me, so that's going in the journal. Um, it's all good though. Monday, we have a better week ahead. It's all good. Today I just ended the week 3-2, 3 losses, 2 wins. It's all good. Monday we have high impact news. Tuesday, consumer confidence. Wednesday, looking nice. Thursday, GDQ, unemployment claims. So that should be good. Friday, okay. So next week should be good for the last week of March. Um, Overall, yeah, that was that. This is definitely my fault. I should have just waited and stuck to my rules. Stubbornness did get the best of me, but it's all good. I'll see you guys in the next video. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm out. Peace.